Hey, fellow Grumpies. Welcome to another episode of the Grumpy Dad Gamer. I'm your host, the Grumpy Dad. In today's episode, I wanted to chime in on the news. Unless you've been living in Iraq, you probably heard that the Steam Machine, which was set to come out sometime this year, but it kept getting delayed. Well, they finally revealed the price. And it is a eye-watering price. It's indicative of the way things are in the world today, with RAM prices, or as we call it, the RAM apocalypse, and with the prices of electronics going up and up and up. The price was unveiled on Monday, so the 22nd, and the base model, which comes with 512 gigabytes, is US $1,049, so $1,050. In Canada, it's $1,509. So that's just the base model, okay? So all you're getting is the actual machine itself. No controllers, nothing. Just 512 gigabytes. That's what you're getting. Now, there's three other levels. The next step up, exact same machine, except you're also getting a Steam controller. That brings up the price to $1,128 US, or $1,628 Canadian. Then you move up to the 2 terabyte version, which again comes with two versions, console only and one with the controller. So $1,349 US for the console only, or $1,919 for the Canadian version. You're also looking at the 2 terabyte version with the Steam controller for $1,428 US, or an earth-shattering price of $2,038 Canadian. And those are all the prices before taxes. So, surprising, not surprising, but yeah, it's really sad. So one of the videos that I watched online was from Linus Tech Tips. From what I recall, they were interviewing the representatives at Valve, and they basically said, okay, well, what would the price have been had the market not been what it is today, with the RAM apocalypse and the AI basically making all the RAM and solid state drives super expensive. And they basically said, just take a look at the Steam Deck, right? And take a look at the Steam Deck, what used to be and what the price is today. So if I'm looking at the Steam Deck, forget the original LCD one, but if I'm looking at the OLED one, the OLED one, the US, when it first came out in 2023, late 2023, the OLED one, the 512 model was $549 US, and the 1 terabyte model was $649. Today, the 512 gigabyte OLED model went up $240, so now it's $789 US, and the 1 terabyte model went up $300, which is now $949 US. In Canada, when it first came out, it was $689 Canadian and $689 Canadian for the 512 model, gigabyte model, or $819 Canadian for the 1 terabyte. Today, that 512 gigabyte model is $1,129 Canadian, and the 1 terabyte is $1,349. So it's pretty insane. So each one went about $240, between $240 and $300 increase. So basically, if the market wasn't what it was today and the RAM apocalypse never happened, the Steam Machine in the US, which starts at $1,049, would have approximately been maybe $800 US, maybe $750 US. Canadian prices, starting off, if I'm looking at the original Steam Deck when it first came out in Canada, it almost doubled. Let's just say it went up about, $500, give or take. The Canadian version would have been, the starting point would have been around 1,000 Canadian, right? So $750, $800 US, and about $1,000 Canadian. It's insane. Video games have honestly become a rich man's gaming hobby. I saw it on a few different channels, including Digital Foundry, and they were basically comparing the specs and how the specs are technically a little above the base PS5, but when they do world tests on certain games, the PS5, we're talking about the base, not the Pro, the PS5 gets ahead. So the PS5 today, if I'm looking at the prices, is a 6-year-old console. It's also gone up in price, but the standard PS5 with the disc drive is 650 US or 820 bucks Canadian. So if I was to compare the prices of the base PS5, so the digital version only, which is 600 US, versus the entry level Steam machine at 1,049, we are looking at a price difference of, what is this? Oh, my math is terrible. 450 bucks. In Canada, the base PS5, the digital only, is 750, and the Steam machine is 1,509. So you're basically looking at, what are we looking at? About a 750 bucks, if my math is correct. So 6-year-old console that is performing better. And yeah, sure, fine. You can make an argument about, a lot of games can be potentially cheaper on Steam, which is the case a lot of times. Although Sony, Microsoft, and also the Switch, Nintendo also has lots of sales and whatnot. But the fact that a 6-year-old system is pulling ahead, and in many ways and the Steam machine in many ways is almost double, if not about 35-40% more expensive, that's insane. Who's gonna buy this? Obviously you got the diehard people that are gonna buy it, the Valve fans, but the average Joe is gonna be looking at this and they're gonna be saying, like, why would I spend all this money when I'm getting the same performance as a base PS5, if not even worse than that? So and yeah, there's an argument to be made. Well, it's a computer, it's not a console, it can do more things. Yeah, fair enough. But at that point, with that kind of money, you might as well just build your own PC. So again, the only, and of course, it doesn't even come with a controller unless you pay extra for it. PS5 comes with a controller. So, at the end of the day, if you're going to, you want to play PC games, you're better off just building your own PC. I think the only saving grace that this thing has is that it's been, engineered in a very nice small cube form factor. So if you're into that, if that's super important for you, the looks of it, yeah, fine. That's great. That's the one nice thing about it. But at this price point, I'm sorry, this is insane. Like the entire industry is going down the shitter. Like no one's going to be able to afford this stuff. And this further cements my decision to pick up a Switch. Yeah, I may end up paying more money for some games, especially if they're not on sale. But one thing is I like physical games. I like collecting games. So I've got that advantage. But also at the same time, in Canada, I spent $630 for this system, right? Which can be docked or played portably. 630 Canadian versus the Steam Deck today, which is underpowered now. The base is $1,130, or the Steam machine, which only starts at just over $1,500. So, yeah, this is crazy. I don't know who's this for. Maybe the Steam machine is for the enthusiasts, the Valve hardcore fans, but yeah, nobody. I think myself and many people are shocked at these prices. I think it's pretty insane that they think that this price is going to be good. In any event, just wanted to quickly discuss that. I think for the price, it's a horrible deal. You're better off building a PC or getting yourself a PS5, or in my case, getting yourself a Switch. So anyways, that'll do it. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Like the video, share the video, click that bell so you know whenever I release new videos, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.